will kick this away to get us going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Look at this, taking a shot on the very first play. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
How about that? That's the way to start a game. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. The Beavers come to the line in the hurry-up. Play action here on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking downfield. It's McCoy. Fires it to the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
On the run, he'll let it go. And he's got it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Incompletion makes it second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a fourth down decision coming up. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Quick throw on fourth down to the left side. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the first down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. To throw, it's McCoy. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Running out of time in the pocket. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. Knocks that one right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. Looking for some space. It's James. The sophomore, the strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a run. Running back's got it. They stop him right at the 24. And remember, the last time these rivals met, these guys dropped the hammer and got up.
And Chris, don't underestimate the mental anguish that can put on a team. It's important that this defense plays well and tries to get the ball back to their own offense and give them the chance to build their confidence up.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Dropping back. It's Gabriel. Bringing pressure. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
The Ducks will bring their punt team onto the field. Running it back, it's Wells. And the return is brought down by the coverage team. Oregon State's offense back out on the field now. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Fires it to the wideout. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. A quick juke to get free. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quick throw, testing the middle. He's got his man in the open field. Finally brought down, but it's an explosive gain. Ball all the way to the 21.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The Beavers will come to the line to run the hurry up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun and brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Here's the second down play. Same tailback, another carry. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
And the Beavers move into the red zone. Back to throw. It's McCoy. Pass clock. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But a fourth quarter really starts to wear you out.
The Beavers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Grab behind the line. It's Whittington. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You get a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
He went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Trying to find some room. It's James. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
How about that? The defense does their job on 3rd down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's 4th and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
And the Ducks will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Oregon State's offense drops back out on the field. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Oh, the read option here. The quarterback keeps it. I thought he was going to get out and maybe take this downfield for big yards. The defense very fortunate to keep him to a shorter gain.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's 3rd down, but he's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
And the Beavers will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick and out. Can they get a drive going this time? The pass rush closing in. They pressure him and sack him. He tackled inside the 10.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
Second down and long from the 9-yard line. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Eludes a tackle. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And looking for a big play here. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The Ducks will line up to kick it away. It's a rough series for the offense, and now he's on to punt it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Oregon State's offense back out on the field now. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Caught over the middle. It's Clements. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass caught. Second down now. They'll run it from the gun. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Now it's second down here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Back to pass. It's McCoy. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
The Beavers pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Beavers.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT stretches the lead to 17-0. set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive?
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
And the Ducks come to the line to run the hurry-up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle made after just a short game.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give him credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. To throw, it's Gabriel. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Whittington. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. After 2nd effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the 1st down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up 1st downs, and they did it right there.
Pressure is coming. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. The defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. You see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Now, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's when they start the drive. Oregon State's offense trots back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Second and long now at the 17. Looking to throw. It's McCoy. Short throw complete to the tight end. And he's tackled after the catch.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
And they'll kick it away here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Sticking with the running game. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Running play called on third and short. Tackle, but first down.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's third down and short. You trust your back in the line to be able to pick up the first down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
The Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Oregon State's offense back out on the field now. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Breaks a tackle on the play, makes a decent gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Getting set. Here's second down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. The pocket breaking down. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. It's a quick grab. That's good for a first down near the 40. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Good execution. Gets the block and gets the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
And the Beavers' offense is on the move now. Back to throw again. Looking for the wideout. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to pass. It's McCoy. And this pass is caught.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
The Beavers line up with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete and brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Second down and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. He bought some time, now lets it go. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Bringing it out, it's Whittington. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Grab down the middle. It's Ferguson. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his zone defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
He's running out of time here. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Beavers will kick this deep and begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. And they get the second half started with a running play. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
And the Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Back to pass. It's Gabriel. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this third down. All day to throw. Finally lets it go to the left side. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but brings up a 4th down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
The Ducks will line up to punt it away. On to kick now for the 5th time today. Returner decides to fair catch this. Oregon State's offense trots back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. And the runner steps out of bounds but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt, and it's caught.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws. Those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
A completion makes it 2nd down. To the air, it's McCoy. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Can they pick up the 1st on the ground? Oh, what a move to break into the clear. Get him at the 42. Good enough for a 1st down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down. Know what you need to do. Get the 1st down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The Beavers look to keep this drive moving. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Beavers will have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds his target. And he goes down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose yardage on that pass play.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time he decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
The Beavers looking to cash in this red zone trip. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. Quick throw complete to the tight end.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's McCoy. Caught quickly. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his 4th down. Great job here by the D.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after adding to this big lead, they're set to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. Handoff here from the shotgun. The Ducks pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Back to throw. It's Gabriel. Not the accuracy we expect from this senior quarterback. He threw it behind the receiver.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And it's complete downfield. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Still searching for their 1st touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
2nd down after that previous play. Using his legs, it's James.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. The catch is made inside the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
Now they'll empty the backfield on this 2-point conversion. To throw, it's Gabriel. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead.
27, Oregon, 11.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return starts from inside the 5. Returner tackled right there. That's where they start the drive. Oregon State's offense back out on the field now. The last possession produced a field goal, but more importantly, it milked the clock, and they do that again. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. Finds his man. It's Clements. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Clements. A big play, moves the ball across midfield. The opponent's 43.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And the Beavers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the out route. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
The Beavers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Lets it fly to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain on the pitch and catch.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Beavers trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Beavers. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field.
First and 10.
hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Incompletion sets up a second down. To the air, it's Gabriel. Running out of time in the pocket. The freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Third down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Quarterback drops back.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The Ducks will have to punt this one away. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. Just able to get it away. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner is brought down. Oregon State's offense trots back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
It's second down after that completion. The back in motion now. Looking to pass here on second down. Bringing pressure. Here's a throw underneath to the back. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
Coming up, fourth down.
The Beavers will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's got it. Enough for a first down. He'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Looking to pass. It's McCoy. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. This one is getting ugly. And momentum really building. Now, Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. I mean, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I think the pressure's taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Ferguson. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over it that time.
Boy, defense, great job. They win this battle. Trying to contain the tight end in the passing game can be very difficult in today's game, but they did it in a big way there.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Caught on the outside. It's Ferguson. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Scanning the field. It's Gabriel. The pass rush closing in. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game. I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Oregon.
Love this never say die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
They're set now to try the PAT. And there's the point after.
Kick is good. That makes the score. Oregon State 41, Oregon 18.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick it away.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Oregon State's offense back out on the field now. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Here's the 2nd down play. He'll ride the back again here. Fights through the tackler. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st. Good execution on the option.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And that run, good for 1st down yardage. The drive moves on. The shotgun handoff here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
What a game for this offensive line of scrimmage. They've been able to enjoy really the tempo going their way because they've been able to run the football. This guy now has 98 yards rushing. A couple more, and he'll be in triple digits. What a great day for him.
Now it's 2nd down here. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Looking downfield. It's McCoy. He's got a man down the middle. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
And the Beavers churn out another 1st down. Keeping it on the ground here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And he picks up the 1st down before they get into the ground.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
The Beavers with 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The gain is 3, and now it's 2nd down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Ball handed off. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
4th down coming up.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. And And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick for 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw. It's Gabriel. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Snags a quick throw. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Hey, there's the execution. It's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offensive coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
When he's got some space here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Gain of 1. Brings up second down.
Well, so much emotion coming into this game. Always tough to lose to your rival and know the other side's going to have bragging rights now.
Yeah, this one hurts. This one hurts. These are the losses that cut a little deeper because of the bad blood between the two teams.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.